What's up, YouTube? This is Ryan with South Jersey Yak Fishing. I just wanted to take a moment to talk to you about how I learned to catch sheepshead. I didn't just figure it out on my own. I did cheat in a certain sense, but I just wanted a quicken learning curve. I don't have much time to waste. So what I did was I got in contact with a fishing guide. Now, I'm just going to back up for a second and just tell you that I did spend a lot of time researching sheepshead on my own, looking at videos, trying to find out, what the methods were for catching them and things like that. But I had come across a video put out by a gentleman named Robert Fields. He has a YouTube channel called Field Trips with Robert Fields, where he goes all over the world fishing for exotic species. He fishes out of kayak, out of boats, but he usually gets together with some sort of a guide for the area. It takes him and gets him on the fish, so that, there's really a lesson learning curve for him. He just goes and he catches. But one particular episode on his YouTube channel had him in South Jersey, Stone Harbor to be more specific, and he'd gotten hooked up with a gentleman by the name of Dan Schafer. He's known as the Insomniac in the area. He's also the inventor and proprietor of the bottom sweeper jig, which you've probably heard of. You've been down in this area for a little while. I catch all my fish on this jig. This jig is great just from the way that it sits in the middle of the water column to how it sits on the bottom, but I catch a lot of fish on this jig. So he went out with this guy, and the guy's getting him on the sheepshead, and I just thought, man, what a great way to learn. I get in contact with an expert, could show me the ropes, and then I could just take it from there. So that's essentially what I did. And when I went out with Dan, he basically showed me everything from how he ties his rig to how he baits his hook to his strategies on fishing the water column and fishing at the bridge, how to find slack water, what he looks for on the fish finder. Any question I had, he answered. That was enough to give me a kickstart. And man, I just didn't look back. Once I caught my first one on my own, dude, I got addicted. Not to mention the fact, the benefits of that type of fishing is the fact that you don't realize, you do it with the intention of targeting sheepshead, but you end up catching so much more. I've caught in stripers, I've caught in tons of tog. In fact, my specific method for catching tog is exactly the same as it is for sheepshead, and I have a blast. I can always find fish. So I just really was appreciative of everything that Dan did for me. The whole purpose of doing this video is just to not only thank him for what he's shared with me, but at the same time to let other people know, hey, you don't have to figure out everything on your own. Sometimes it's a lot easier to have that hands-on experience from somebody that really knows what they're doing. I found that this was a great benefit. It got me into catching fish immediately, completely changed my fishing experience. The only thing is, because I fish out of a kayak, I did have to adapt some of the methods to be conducive to kayak fishing, which wasn't very hard. And as you can see in my videos, I do catch plenty of fish now. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Shout out to Dan Schafer, the Insomniac out of South Jersey. If you look in the description below, there is a link to his website. I would encourage you to give him a call. The guy's great. That's all for now. And if you call up Dan, just tell him I sent you. Peace.